glory anytime. Show me the heart with floor, it's easy to shine. The heart with floor, it have a nation. It have a thick skin and easy to clean. Hot wood in me kitchen, hot wood in me den. Hot wood have me sneezing from beginning to end. Hot wood in me fireplace. Hot wood in me fireplace. Hot wood in me kitchen flooring. Hot wood in me kitchen flooring. Dickie explained to me, he have a nice crew. Leave everything to he, they know what to do. The fellas put down rules, the flooring felt nice. Brother, I felt so good, I told them do it twice. Later meeting, my dear, take it easy, have no fear. We'll come to Sylvester's, so we'll come back twice a year. And if for some reason the flooring in front should fall, and we double the wood, no shortage at all. Give me the hardwood flooring anytime. Show me the hardwood floor, it's easy to shine. The hardwood floor, it have a nice sheen. It have a thick skin and easy to clean. Hardwood in me kitchen, hardwood in me den. Hardwood have me sneezing from beginning to end. Hardwood in me fireplace. Hardwood in me fireplace. Hardwood in me kitchen flooring. 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 Hardwood in me kitchen. Whoa, Elia. Lashy, lasha. Hey. They say woman is the biggest gossip monger. Gossip monger. And man to have time to a ghetto. Oh yeah. I tell them that is propaganda. And I can prove that me to be very wrong. Oh, just pass by any barber shop downtown. They pull up, fellas running their tongue as if engaged in constructive conversation. You would be surprised.
Dominica. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Talk on the Block. A little late. We hear all the same. We do apologize. Again, welcome.
Exciting news from AutoTrade. Incredible savings are here. Take advantage of AutoTrade's Thrifty Thursday promotion. Mark your calendars. On the last Thursday of each month, AutoTrade is offering up to 20% off items throughout the store. Yes, 20% off. But wait, here's more. Keep your eyes peeled for our exclusive Deal of the Day offer, bringing you even bigger discounts on select items. Whether you're looking for car accessories, maintenance essentials, or just browsing for a great deal, we've got you covered. So be sure to swing by AutoTrade every last Thursday. At AutoTrade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship. Terms and conditions apply. AutoTrade is introducing our very own mobile app. Yes, the AutoTrade app is here. From scheduling your service appointments, request financing, checking our vehicle and parts inventory, to receiving personalized coupons and sales specials. Life is so much easier with the new AutoTrade app. Download the AutoTrade app from the Play Store or App Store today. Call us at 255-6800. AutoTrade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship.
Sunrise, Exciting news from Sunrise Airways. Starting May 25th, we're expanding to the Eastern Caribbean with a new service to St. Kitts, Antigua, Dominica, and St. Lucia. Enjoy round-trip fares starting as low as $199 US. Book now at sunriseairways.net or through your travel advisor. Experience the best in travel with Sunrise Airways. We fly to connect people. Book today.
Yes, some Patavie Budinu, but if they could, they would say something like this. I like Linus Vepladu. I wanted to tell my daughter, my family brought me to Linus after I died. And the way Linus took care of my body with respect and dignity, my jamais avec à West Pesa la lemote vivant. Linus Funeral Home, 30 years of experience, professional, reliable and compassionate service. We've had 24-hour emergency service. So long, monumo, pakite anye basu diwa. Kia 449-1800, 275-7564, 449-2100, or the emergency number 277-1800. If I keep it busy in Linus, that time is for you to breathe and grieve. Linus is not willing that any should die, but Zandra, you must go. So when you go the best chaperone. Linus, you know, home. Mama to do from the si c'est pas Linus, il a venu à l'été.
Our numbers are 449-1800, 449-2100, 275-7564, and 276-0400. Call Lyndhurst Funeral Home today.
Again, we're going to repeat. Pastor Randy Rodney from the People's Parliament. Those of you who are requested a repeat, because it's the people's business. And as the Pastor Rodney said, there's going to come a day soon and the people will have to march to Parliament to deliver the bills to the government of Dominica. The question remains, are you ready? Pastor Randy Rodney.
Because tonight we don't be a vote. And I want people to listen. So let us develop a story in this now. I will tell you what it wants. Is that all right? So power. You keep power? Come. Dominicans, friends, not so much good friends, countrymen. I came to bury Caesar, not to praise him. And I want you to help me do that. Is that all right? Good. We're not doing it in secret. I heard the man told his people that they are whispering in secret, but he will wipe them off the NEP. We're not doing that in secret. Are you all with me still? Right. We want to be bold and brazen about what we're doing tonight. That's why you came. So listen to what the ERC is dealing with on your behalf. Because we want to walk down Freedom Street without anybody pointing their guns at us. We welcome the police. In fact, if you are a policeman over here, especially those of you with your cameras, I invite you to come from. And please record the video. Take it to the places where it must go, because you too, we're fighting for you. All of you police officers, and you know that, we are fighting for you too. Because your police force is in a mess because of malgovernance. So here I go, ladies and gentlemen. The people of the Commonwealth of Dominica have been demanding electoral reform since 2005. And whereas Roosevelt carried in his cabinet called tear gas and live rounds of ammunition to rain on the people of Salisbury and have threatened the people of Maryland using the regional security system 2 days before the 2019 general elections. And whereas Roosevelt's carried flash reports on electoral reform presented by a group of persons representing civil society organizations, along with learned Dominican legal drafters. And whereas Roosevelt's carried paid about $700,000 to tourist Dennis Byron and wanted to cajole the then opposition leader, Leonard Clinton, to agree with everything that Byron would have recommended in his report. And then he threw the report. And whereas Roosevelt carried in his cabinet decided to appoint the Attorney General and others We don't know what he would have done. To trust the current bill that he proposes to bring to the House without regard and respect to the population. And whereas Roosevelt Kerry himself disagrees with the law to the extent that he says, look at this, Matthew. He don't want conservation in Birmingham and England and in US. And whereas Electoral Reform Coalition has written to Roosevelt Kerry on numerous occasions in his capacity as Prime Minister, and he does not have the decency to acknowledge, far less respond to meet with the citizens of Dominica. And whereas Roosevelt Kerry has hijacked the constitutional responsibility of the Electoral Reform Commission and has single-handedly taken over the electoral process. And he has told us that he has other fish to fry. They didn't have anything by the Attorney General. And whereas, ladies and gentlemen, all indications are that Roosevelt Kerry is planning another reset. And whereas you and the people of Dominica are fed up with the constant kicking down of the can of electoral reform by Roosevelt Kerry, be it resolved that the people gathered here, the people's parliament, agree that the following, which will be formulated in legal draft and will be in legislative form to be tabled in Parliament, covering all the areas herein after mentioned. And these are the areas, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, the right to vote. Consistent with the Constitution, ladies and gentlemen, the law we want is that only persons who are ordinarily resident in Dominica should be eligible to vote in elections in Dominica. Everybody say, I agree. No more atoms. Number two, voter ID cards. Every eligible voter shall be issued a voter identification card produced by the Electoral Commission and will contain photograph, fingerprints, ID number, voter registration number, polling district, voter name and address. The security features on the card cannot be at the discretion of the chief registering officer and must be the requirements in the law or the proposed regulation. Do you agree? Number three, registration and confirmation of voters. Roosevelt Kerry had really was on that one. The process of registration and reconfirmation of voters shall only be conducted in Dominica within a 3-month period during which no election shall be called. Eligibility to be registered or reconfirmed shall be those already enshrined in the existing law, and that is citizenship, Commonwealth status, and residency. Do you agree? Number four, bribery and tricking. The law proposes that the amended House of Assembly Elections Bill must specify, yes, it must specify that free musical concerts and similar events featuring international artists by political parties, their agents and candidates are acts of treating. With respect to the offense of bribery, the bill must provide for the avoidance of doubt that the payment of promise to pay to a voter or his traveling expenses on the condition expressed or implied that he will vote for a particular candidate is bribery. And there must be a compulsory prison term of not less than 2 years for bribery, treating, and undue influence. Exhort d'accord. Campaign finance regulation. I come upon this letter. Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears. I came to bury Caesar, not to praise him. Campaign finance regulation. My brothers and sisters, one of the best pieces of law that Dennis Byron wrote is on campaign finance regulation. That's why Roosevelt Skerry tracks the thing. We want that back in the law. We want to know where the money comes from and who gave you the money. Because we understand that people buying electronic those days to get what they want. Do you want that back in the law? Mm-hmm. Number 6, abuse of incumbency. Let me tell you what that means. When people in government using government resources to pay people at many elections, that's what abuse of incumbency is. You hear that? Of course, that's a word. We recommend provisions to strictly prohibit public officers, the resources of the state, and projects resulting from the expenditure of public funds as campaign tools to corruptly, improperly, and unduly influence voters and thereby gain political advantage. Little jobs every here and there. Those little wallets and those bags with those money are coming in those private bills. That's what we're talking about. Do you agree? Mm-hmm. Access to media. And I'm so happy to see you. The House of Assembly Elections Bill must provide for access to all media for all political parties. That all public media houses, thank you, print, radio, TV, digital and electronic, are prohibited from denying any political party or candidate paid time and or space for the broadcast or publication of their messages. Public media, ladies and gentlemen, BBS et al., all these houses must be legally obliged to ensure that political parties and any independent candidates participating in elections have equal access to media services during election campaign period. And if they don't, penalties must be prescribed for failure to comply with the rules. So d'accord. There's a big one down. Foreign interference. Foreign interference. Foreign persons, companies or governments, citizenship sales agents, and holders of government contracts finance, especially by CI, are expressly prohibited from participating in election campaigns and contributing either directly or indirectly to any candidate or party during a general election. Are we in agreement? Number 9, the Electoral Commission. Some of what I said in number 8 refers to the Electoral Commission as well, so I won't read that. In other words, all the citizenship by investment agents on the Electoral Commission must be fired immediately because they have a stake with the government. It cannot be fair. It cannot be fair. The appointment and nomination to members on this commission should be selected from academia, civil society, church-based organizations, and it must have at least one woman body. Do you agree? That one going to give somebody high blood pressure. Because in the current law, they say they will pass it, but they want to wait 15 months before it gets effective. Because they are starting anxiety during the 15 months. You're hearing me? Good. So number 10, the effective date of the legislation that must be passed in Parliament that will encompass all of that, ladies and gentlemen, should be no more than 3 months after the passing of the legislation. Do we agree? Now here's where I need your support. All of you. And next time you bring in your name, your power, your copper, your duty, your O, your B, I don't know what name you got. Just tell them you come and with me. You all understand what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, be it further resolved, I take my time to read that. Be it further resolved that the completed legislation will be delivered to Parliament on a date and time agreeable to the people of the Commonwealth of Dominica. Can I have a yes? But when we ready, we go to call you. Don't call me and ask me to pay your boss for you. No, I don't somebody else. Once we call you, get a ride. Check your partner. Make a connection to put these slogans. And make sure all of you come down low. You hear that? All of you come down low. Right now we have the police busy. It's dangerous to be busy. You understand what I'm talking about? It's dangerous to be busy. Because we want to make sure that we hand the Parliament the legislation that we want. It is not going to be legislation that they want. It is going to be legislation that we want. You know why? Because the legislation that they want is a biased legislation. What we are proposing, raise funds. Hear me? We don't care who wins. Once it is passed and we submit to it, let the best man win. But the reason why they fed the legislation is because they know when it's fair, they cannot win. That's why we need all you. Can I get a yes? Now, let me get I want you to go home safe tonight. But this is the house of the people. All of you are respect. I'm going to move the resolution, Mr. Chairman. If all of you agree with all the pieces of legislation that I just passed and announced to you, all of you lift your hand and say, yeah. We just speak for the eyes of it. The bill have been passed. The people have spoken. Yes. Yeah. The people have spoken.
Very powerful presentation there, presenting the bills of the people from the people that will be delivered in the near future. Pastor Randy Rodney. The question remains, are you ready? I've heard a lot of talk about meetings after meetings after meetings. What happens now? That's the next question. At this time, we're gonna go to the telephone and take your phone calls. The question remains, huh? The ERC seem ready. The opposition, or Opposition United Workers Party, the party remains ready. Are you ready? Are you on the telephone? Hello, talk to me. Yes.
Hello, Mark. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Boston? I'm happy you called because, of course, you're a member of the ERC.
Yes, I'm very happy, Mark. I think we had a wonderful outing yesterday.
A wonderful
outing on the whole question of electoral reform.
But people were worried about the numbers, Boston. Any explanation on that?
Well, Mark, the numbers are rising rate. That's true. But what I appreciate very much is the fact that when the rain started, it kind of, because we were not anticipating that rain.
Okay.
When it started, some people left. And then I was surprised to see a number of persons came in now to join the event at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the rain gave a break, you saw a reasonable turnout there and so on, although some persons had left earlier because of the rain,
Mm-hmm.
because some buses had come and said to us to announce for them that they were about to leave because of the weather. But since people see heavy rain,
right,
they want to get to their home because, for landslides and for...
But they should be concerned, of course. They should be concerned.
Right. And this is why we ourselves, we shortened the length of the meeting, and some of the speakers who had to speak did not speak because of that. We took that into account and so on.
Okay.
But I think it was a fantastic
presentation.
Okay. Yeah, the speakers spoke very well. They represent the issue quite well. Pastor Rodney, who is a Dominican, a living legend of truth and honesty and good governance in our country, presented this very well yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and people responded quite well. And as you said, when the Parliament meets, you have what you call committee stage, where you'll put the little bits and pieces in proper order, and then the bill will then come back to the whole house in the normal parliament, the whole house for the approval. So we will do that. We're meeting tonight. You see how urgent we take this thing. We're meeting tonight, and we will do that, and we'll announce the days we'll make the presentation to the appropriate authorities and so on. And what we're saying to authorities is what we call an open and transparent and honest dialogue is to achieve electoral reform by consensus, together, as a people, as a democratic country, working to ensure our laws are intact. And once you have a government who is the custodian of the people's affairs and resources, the government should understand it cannot break the law. It cannot encourage people to break the law, even if you want to vote. If you want to be victorious, the law is the law, and the law has to be administered correctly, and that is the role of any government, Matt. And what was nice, anybody who listened to what Pastor Rodney presented, it was not saying the Labour Party. Because we're not about the Labour Party, we're about what is good for Dominica in terms of electoral reform. So another thing that is there for...
So at the end, after the exercise, you want a fair playing field. Anybody who wins, right?
Wins. And because, I mean, Matt, those who look at the election in England, I've been following the election for a long time and so on. In England, you see all the contenders in the constituency came together where the returning officer was announcing the winner. They shook hands. The winner come and accept victory and say what he or she immediately want to do and how they will do in order to represent the constituency effectively. So there can be a harmony at the end of the election where the loser can call the winner and say, you have won. We have had a fair and transparent election. I congratulate you, I wish you well, and I'm available to work with you for the country. Because at the end of the day, whether you are Labour, right, or Freedom, at the end of the day, the country, the nation exists. And we can't be fighting a tug of war. We have to be fighting, working together for development of the country, that people can find work, people can find a better economy, people can find a country that is properly managed, and so on. I mean, we have had a lot of money in Dominica from Erica, Maria, and donation we have gotten, stimulated by investment money and other monies, VAT and all of that. And the country is not where we expect it to have been after 20 or so years of one government. Is that a thing to laugh about or to just go to your bed and sleep until when I wake up, I wake up. If I have food, I have food? No. Let us make people feel that they are in a country and making progress. You do not want a handout. You want a job. Because handout don't have no, increase in pay, you know. A pal gives you a $5, $100, $1,000. That's it. But if you work, your employer can increase your pay at some point and so forth. You will have what you call a gratuity. You'll have a pension. So in old days, you can survive. But when you get a handout, you don't like a corner that they're existing. And that's what we're trying to avoid and trying to discourage. And the best thing the government could do, led by the Prime Minister, is to lead the country in a way that all of us can work together for the good of the country. And those who have good ideas, bring it. I don't say anything about to say you have to take, you sift it, and what is good to take, what is not good, you throw it out. Can you imagine the financial year ends 30th of June each year, and it starts 1st of July every year. We are today is 8th of July, and they haven't gone to Parliament with the budget. And you know, without the budget, government now cannot spend legally to pay salaries and to run government services. So what country are we running? A country of just this organization, and we just say we have a government and that is it? No. We have a functioning people-oriented government. And the ERC is ready. We're taking this movement forward to ensure that at the end of the exercise, the people of Dominica see their way, see the country being governed well, and therefore it can be harmony for all of us in the country. And a number of persons are saying to us, we don't want to come back to the arch, we want action. We're trying to prevent that. That's what we're trying to prevent. And they believe it's a big crowd that take action. No.
Because I heard on the other radio station that, they were making a joke out of the crowd that you had, so people are not serious.
Well, they're politically ignorant, Matt. They're politically. I was giving one of them an example this morning in a country where something happened. There one person distracted the authority and do things that was not necessary. And the number of persons were saying to us, y'all are talking too much. You must tell people what to do and so on and so on. I said to them, we cannot tell people to go and disturb the country and create problems and so on. So you got a crowd. Don't focus about the crowd. Focus about the essence of the message, the facts of the situation, and that's where you focus and so on. Because it's not a crowd that will do things, you know. And I'm telling you, a number of persons who are pushing us, but as law-abiding citizens, we are holding them back, and we're doing the appropriate thing by meeting the authorities, writing letters, discussing to ensure at least, even if the government will do all what we recommend, but at least they can find us some way to create a civil harmony in the country. So those who are politically ignorant and feel, well, they are blindsided to their politics and to their partisan behavior, that's how they exist in their life. They don't see the truth. They don't see.
Well, let me ask you a very fundamental question, Bosso. Why in your guts that you think Mr. Skerrit does not want to give the kind of reforms that we need in Dominica? In your guts, so what would you think?
Because he feels now he's the incumbent, and then they can exploit the loophole in the legislation, exploit it, so that they can use even government resources to buy vote to stay in power. And I'll tell you another thing. What we have seen, what we have presented, is a way to legalize loopholes. Our forefathers might quickly recognize that there will be more citizens living away than living at home. And this is why, if you study the whole region, they have had this 5-year thing. If you're out for more than 5 years, you never come back, then you ought to be out of the list. If you reestablish residency, then obviously you can re-register. Okay? What they have done now, they remove that completely. So whoever may come, they remove that. Why they remove it? That you could get people outside, pay their passes, give them gifts. Why you should get a gift to vote for government? It's not about voting for government, a gift. And election is not about money, it's about ideas and so forth. And in that case, they feel, you hire somebody to do something, the person did it. When the person presents to you, you pay them $700,000, present the report and then send it to you. You throw it aside and do a completely new thing. And then you remove campaign finance reform, because as far as you're concerned, you want to have a free will to just spend and to win election by money. And I'm telling you, Mark, there's a lot of dirty money out there. And what we might find, parties may be encouraged now.
So what do you consider dirty money, Bosso? What do you consider dirty money?
Well, you have drug dealers, you have money launderers and all of these things. And there are many of them looking for safe haven. What they might do is then, because they have had that experience before, what they might do is offer you a certain amount of money to get influence into your campaign, but you have to give them something in return when you win. And in that case, Matt, you want to avoid that every party will be among to spend. Now the shoes on their feet, they feel contented with it. If things change and another party in office, they will feel that is not right, that you can have all of these monies coming in. And we saw what happened to Jamaica. And Jamaica realized the future of Jamaica and the youth of Jamaica was falling into the down path of life. And they improved themselves. They have one of the leading campaign finance legislation in the Caribbean, and Antigua now is partnering on Jamaica now to pass a campaign finance legislation to cap the amount of money being spent, because elections have never been about money, it's about ideas and how you can improve the lives of people. That's what it's about.
But also, I also heard another criticism that I want you to speak to. It appears that the ERC or the other parties involved in these meetings or protest action, quote unquote, you don't attract the younger persons. Yesterday, I was driving on the West Coast and I saw a lot of motorbikes and big music being, and young people have been escorted around the island. Do you think you should get into that kind of action in terms of presenting entertainment for the younger people to attract them?
Well, Matt, we are concerned about that, and we feel now the future and what we're fighting for is for the youth, and therefore they must take an active part.
But you're fighting for them and they're not fighting for themselves.
That's right, Matt. That is very disappointing. But so we have decided and we have discussed, and we're discussing tonight ways of attracting them. And we have to discourage this CEO business in politics. Come to politics to hear plans for a better country, a stronger economy, and so on. Some people come for the band, they come for the show, they come for the music. Politics is about come for the ideas. I am telling you, Mark.
That's what it should be.
I have seen campaigns where people come out because you have all these bands there. And when you ask them what the speaker said, very few of them could relate to what they say, because it will tell you they come for their music, they come for their bon temps. An election is every 5 years. We can't have every 5 years an election bon temps. And the young people have to recognize, because a lot of them are from school, from college, they live in the country, I was sitting to one guy, what night it was, sorry, and he was saying to me, boy, he's doing some work here, but it's so not helping to see his way. And so on. He has to leave the country. Because a friend of his telling me he just left and went to Antigua, working in Antigua, and already he have a vehicle. Already he sees his life better off. That's what we want for Dominica. And the young people have to make up their mind if they want the country to learn, and then just leave it and go, or if they want the country to learn, earn, and have a better life with it. Thank you, man. I have to go to function. Thanks a lot. I was right.
You seem to be breaking up there. What you said? Oh, sorry about that, boss. So I suspect we broke up there for a minute. Stick around. So you heard Mr. Boston. And of course, there's been criticism that these groups are not able to attract the young. What do you think can get the young people to these events? I mean, you're doing it for them, but they seem to be staying away. Do you need a triple K? Or, some of the bands actually have been paid to stay away, And some of the, I talk to DJs who say, boy, if I come there, I'll not get another gig. So even the young people themselves, the young DJs are being intimidated. So you must find ways around that, huh? Also, thank you very much. We're going to come back, Dominica, after this.
Exciting news from Sunrise Airways. Starting May 25th, we're expanding to the Eastern Caribbean with new service to St. Kitts, Antigua, Dominica, and St. Lucia. Enjoy round-trip fares starting as low as $199 US. Book now at sunriseairways.net or through your travel advisor. Experience the best in travel with Sunrise Airways. We fly to connect people. Book today.
AutoTrade is introducing our very own mobile app. Yes, the AutoTrade app is here. From scheduling your service appointments, request financing, checking our vehicle and parts inventory, to receiving personalized coupons and sales specials. Life is so much easier with the new AutoTrade app. Download the AutoTrade app from the Play Store or App Store today. Call us at 255-6800. AutoTrade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship.
Personne pas arrivé pour dire nous. But if they could, they would say something like this. I like Linus Vepladu. I want to tell my family brought me to Linus after I die. And the way Linus took care of my body with respect and dignity, ma jamais tapé kate West spécial à l'émoté vivant. Linus Funeral Home, 30 years of experience, professional, reliable and compassionate service. We've had 24-hour emergency service. So là, mon numéro, pas quitter rien bas ou dire. Qui est 449-1800, 275-7564, 449-2100, or the emergency number 277-1800. If I keep it busy in Linus, that time is for you to breathe and grieve. Linus is not willing that any should die, but Zandra, you must go. So when you go, hold the best chaperone. Linus, you never know. Mama to do from day, si c'est pas Linus, il a venu à l'été.
Our numbers are 449-1800, 449-2100, 275-7564, and 276-0400. Call Lyndhurst Funeral Home today.
Exciting news from AutoTrade. Incredible savings are here. Take advantage of AutoTrade's Thrifty Thursday promotion. Mark your calendars. On the last Thursday of each month, AutoTrade is offering up to 20% off items throughout the store. Yes, 20% off. But wait, here's more. Keep your eyes peeled for our exclusive Deal of the Day offer, bringing you even bigger discounts on select items. Whether you're looking for car accessories, maintenance essentials, or just browsing for a great deal, we've got you covered. So be sure to swing by AutoTrade every last Thursday. At AutoTrade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, Dominic, it's already 1 minute to the hour of 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yes. Computer. Let's just go back to the telephone. Hello, talk to me. Yes.
Matt, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
And good afternoon to all of your listeners. Matt, I heard you ask Bosa a question. Bosa is an old veteran. He know how to answer questions, you know, Matt.
Right.
But Matt, the question you're asking is very vital. It's a legitimate one.
Mm-hmm.
But Matt, as you asking this question, I begin to think of a lady in Scott said, Matt, she's voting Labour. She don't care about her best part in her family, even though the person talked to her, she's voting Labour. Matt, the lady is sick, and the lady is afraid to go to the hospital. Lord have mercy in Dominica. She's afraid to go to the hospital for care, Matt. And Matt, you have to force her way to get to Guadeloupe. Why are you telling me she cannot see for her own self that she cannot and should not rather continue to support a government like this, Matt? But the young people that go, you actually, both a good question, you know, and both did not run from the question, Matt. But Matt, when these young people are seeing, they're going and enjoy the CO, they call it, Matt. And after my training, they'll listen to the program and they'll say, but Daddy, these people are sick. They can't get a job. They have no insurance. The Prime Minister himself says, Lord Jesus, they do not have no insurance. That question, though it is legitimate, Matt, it falls back right to the young people for them to see and understand. Because young people like them that does not live in the country, listen to what is going on in Dominica, asking me what kind of person or people they are. So, Matt, Dominica is in a crisis. What have to be done right now? I'm calling on the pastors again because, Matt, some of them believe I'm brutal against them. That's not true, Matt. I'm hurting. And I'm calling on these pastors to speak out and let the young people know that their lives are being destroyed by men that want to vote. Politicians the word. Their lives have been destroyed by them, and they need to recap themselves and get their act together. That's all I can say, Matt.
But the young people clearly is attracted to CO, so you have to find a way to get them in that crowd because you're working for them, you know. That's their future. Four 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097. Again, you have to be real. But you need the young people. They're interested in CO. Anytime the teen beats, they're there. Hello on the telephone, yes. Good afternoon to you.
Yes, Matt, this is Bernard, and you're raising a good point about the young people. And I think it is a point that is very important, not just for the young people, but just in general for the Dominican people. I think we have to ask ourselves, what is it? Why do the young people not show up at these rallies and these events like that? I think we need to accept things as they are, rather than blame the young people and try to say the young people are this and the young people are that. We need to ask ourselves, why are the young people not responding to this type of events and find solutions how to fix it? And Matt, the reality is, and we need to accept that as an opposition, we need to be realistic. We need to accept that we are not serving the young people a meal that they find appetizing. They do not find it appetizing that we show up every few months at the Arch and elsewhere, we say the same things. They tell me, hey, Bernard, I can basically predict what you guys are going to say. You're going to say this about Skerrit. You're going to say this about elections reform. You're going to say this about money laundering and money stealing. And they basically have tuned out. And they're like, this is not what we need from the opposition. We are tired of this. We've heard it 20 years. It does not appeal to us. Are you guys not listening? What they need to know, what they want, is an inspiring message on how we are prepared and able to create a future for them on this island and to believe that we are the people who can bring that vision and the future about. We have to show the young people a plan, an innovative, youth-oriented plan.
So tell me, as you talk about the plans, I notice your voice. What are the alternatives that you want to present to the young people?
Well, we have to create an economy that works for them, Matt. So what does an economy that works for young people look like? It looks like focusing on the areas that are growth areas in the world, like knowledge industries, like digital economy industries, like things that they can apply their mind to here in Dominica and get paid wages that are based on areas outside of Dominica.
Are you saying that this government is not capable of doing just that?
Excuse me?
Are you saying that this government is not capable of doing just that and they need to turn to the alternative? So tell me, which party you think can present the alternatives as we speak?
Really, the government is not capable, Matt, because they have been here 20 years and they have not been able to do it. Not only are they not able to do it,
okay,
they may think they want to do it, but they do not have the technical culture to do it. They don't have this sort of bringing in the right people, regardless of political belief, to do it. So they do not have the psychological apparatus to pull this off, Matt. Only a people and an opposition that is focused on doing the right thing, with the right ethics, with the right technical leadership, people who understand both politics and technology, can bring up this sort of economy for Dominica. And that's what young people need. They also want us to stop, to show us hope. Hope and inspiration is what young people are looking for, and we're not delivering to them when we go down to the Arch and we speak. And so we need to understand that. I keep telling my colleagues we need to understand the realities. We shouldn't hope for how things should be and stay in a bubble and believe, well, they should do this and the young people should do that and they should respond to their future. No. We should understand the realities of where we are, and we should develop the programs and the agendas and the strategies to appeal to them. And that should be our mission. That should be our singular mission, Matt. And I keep appealing and saying that the Dominica Freedom Party is dedicated to that approach. And I appeal to all of us to start pivoting to that approach if we want to move the needle, man. That is where we are in this country. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. 206 is the afternoon time, and this is your radio, Q95. This is the Talk on the Block. Hello. We're looking at alternatives that will attract the young people, because we'll see. I mean, so we're talking real thing here. We need to attract the young people to these events. Yeah, talk to me. Yes?
Mr. Pelton, blessings to you, sir.
Blessings to you, sir.
Boy, sometimes I get pissed off with you, but I just love your line of questioning to Mr. Ito. Why did you stop, Matt? You notice you asked Mr. Ito what different, what else you can do, because the Dominican Labour Party, are they not willing? He said, no, they're not willing, but to create an economy that will work for them. That was quite vague, Mr. Ito. You're an intelligent man enough. You see, not to try to give the impression like somebody's bad and all you is good and all you is good and somebody bad and plain. No, it's time for unity of purpose, the collective forward movement. What the hell are you hearing about? Oh, we cannot criticize. Who is criticizing? What did you hear anybody criticizing young people now?
No. Mm-mm.
We're talking about how young people are being used by this present Dominican Lethal Party. We never talk about nothing about Matt. You see some old heads and educated heads. They like to insult me for years. When you say I engage them on programs, they say, after I hung up, Matt, they say, you know, little education is a dangerous thing, you know. Matt, look at what all the education is doing to the world. The world is on the brink of World War III, the final war of all wars. But man talking about a little education. And Matt, it seems like educated people are the most stupid people in the world. Foolish, not stupid. Foolish.
You heard what Bob Marley said about that, huh?
I tell you, every time I hear him, Norman used to say that, and Who that used to say that again? Matt saying that and somebody else, you know. I forget the person anyway. Matt, you need to, the thing is, the engagement of the young people, not in the collective. You see, like that electoral reform coalition, Matt?
Yes.
Not workers meeting them there, and NGM meeting them there, and UPP meeting them there. Matt, I have simple solutions for all of that, you know, Matt. The people have been contaminated already. You're not adding insult to injury, but it's a political strategy. The young people need entertainment, to be enticed, to be convinced, to follow you. Matt, you find a way and you give it to them. You cannot stay there and wonder what Skerrit them is doing. It's not rocket science, Matt. Would you agree with me on that one, Matt?
I would. Let me see if I can come up with something creative and innovative. Okay, let's create a competition. I'm hoping that the guys are listening. Let's create a competition, a singing competition, for example, on electoral reform, because I'm getting the understanding a lot of people even understand the word electoral reform. So try to find a simple way to pass that message. That's a
Matt, thanks. But years ago, I keep saying that, you know, I'm not trying to steal your thunder, man.
Mm-hmm.
I am saying engage them in some singing competition.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just this year or last year, the late last year, I said that. You haven't got the billions these criminals have stolen. Maybe they might just pick up that idea, you know, Matt, you know, for them to mess up our deal.
But it's recorded, the whole world hearing now. The whole world is hearing.
Yeah. So I am saying, Matt, them man have to find money wherever it is. Get away from the little stupid partism politics where that one want to be under, I don't call it name because I know somebody might just call already do something wrong. You say Mr. Ito, that's why I say Ito, Matt.
Yes,
so Mr. Ito, sorry if I offend you because of your very thin skin. But I'm just saying, Matt, what is happening in Dominica presently is because all the old heads, they think they're smarter than everybody. We don't know about politics. We're not experienced. We have all kind of problem with the young people. Oh, he's an illiterate. He did not go to school. A little education is a dangerous thing. So they're looking for political scientists, political strategists. They're going and get people all over. See, they're looking for smart people, man, to advise them. And all you're not going nowhere, boss. So what all you need to do, my brethren, pay attention to how to mobilize, how to strategize, how to organize, how to influence, how to inspire. I know a fella from me the other day. Oh, you're talking about organize and inspire, and now we're looking for you on the radio. You don't call in the radio. But how many years I call in the radio, man?
Many years, many years.
So if I die now, or you will still miss me. And the job, you bury the man and you carry on with the plan. The plan is to get the man out by any means necessary. I hear a fella last night, they're saying peace, peace, peace. All you want is peace, 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 and by the law and by the call it name. All you not that understand what it is to stand to defend your country. It is by any means necessary, because that is the objective. By any means necessary, they have to remain in power, because if they're out, investigation might jail plenty of them, might seize all the things they steal from the people, buy land, buy big mansion, buy this, buy that, buy that. So, Matt, in conclusion, my brethren, tell them smart people that run in politics, study the young people, engage them in the collective, forget all your political ambition, and come together as one to kill the monster we have created collectively. And then all you can go all your separate ways, or you're too damn divided, or you're prejudiced and discriminating against each other, trying to put one down and pull the other up against what we are there, you know, them man doing that, you know. So get young people, get foolish people like me that did not go to school, at least just hear what I have to say, but they don't take my advice too bad. Get all the callers, get all the people, ordinary people, that is the solution to all your problems. Get rid of all your foolish experience and all your education, or you're more stupid than anything else. Sorry.
It's a perfect example. Yam Baba Ule, the country hard.
The country hard like yam. Baba Ule, wow. Baba Ule, Baba Ule, we cannot comfort yam. Baba,
Just remove the nastiness, huh?
Baba,
And get a competition going.
Baba Ule, Baba Ule,
in Jolly's honor.
Baba Ule, somebody song the alarm.
Baba Ule,
Baba Ule. It's we that make the country funny.
We that made the country funny, man.
That make the country sick. It's we that make the country broke. Blame yourself, blame yourself. It's we that make the country funny.
The later.
It's we that make the country sick. It's
Burn Brain Jolly.
The country broke. Blame yourself, thinking at it. The minister wants it, frustrated men try to sell us all stock, minimum wage, and they call man lazy. They want
to hear that?
Sister Mommy and our granny.
Break it down in a way they can understand.
Like, yeah, Baba Ule, wow, Baba Ule, wow, Baba Ule, we can't afford, yeah.
You know, the young people, the majority of young people, somebody's saying, have no hope.
Baba Ule, not even.
They need to believe that they deserve better.
Baba Ule, wow.
There's hopelessness all over the country.
Baba Ule.
It's a sad state of affairs, huh? The young people that know better are too scared to stand.
Tell them, I tell you, money laundering for Asia, money laundering for Russia, money laundering all over, money laundering while we suffer, money laundering.
You see how simple it could be, huh?
Money laundering for his partner, money laundering for his brother, money laundering while we suffer. It's we that make the country funny. It's we that make the country sick.
We
that make the country broke. Blame yourself, blame yourself. It's we that make the country funny. It's we that make the country sick. It's we that make the country broke. Blame yourself, blame yourself.
You see, I'm telling you, they're liking this. That's the kind of things they're attracted to. Just remove all the nastiness in there.
I'm only saying. The drugs tell me. I tell you, please don't punish me. I tell you, please don't throw.
I wouldn't charge for copyrights, okay?
I'm only saying what the drugs tell me. The country hot like yam. Baba Ule.
Like Baba Ule. You love it, that, huh?
We cannot afford yam. Baba Ule. Wow. Baba Ule. Baba Ule. Not even tamarind jam.
Not even tamarind jam. The country hot like yam, Baba Ule.
Baba Ule. Somebody song the alarm. Baba Ule. Baba Ule. Here look in Haitian, Spanish and Asian. Look I see in India, Muslim and Russian. Oh my God, it's Asian. Look so much frustration. Oh my God, what are you doing with the nation? It's we that make the country funny. It's we that make the...
Break it down in a language they can understand.
It's we that make the country broke. Blame yourself.
Through a true social commentary, huh?
It's we that make the country funny. It's we that make the country sick. It's we that make the country broke. Blame yourself. Blame yourself.
The late Burn Brain Jolly. Let's go to the telephone. I know you're enjoying this, but this is the way we have to, attract these young people on the ground. Hello, talk to me, yes? How are you? Yes?
Yes, my brother, man. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
Yeah, man, let me just make a point there with regards to young people. But all of us, we are fathers, we have children, most of us. And when it comes to young people, man, but if you have 20 acres, 10 acres, 5 acres of land, and you give your children a vehicle to work that land, but do you know that vehicle going to run warehouse, and Matt, you cannot get a Gwen banana to eat. Matt, I don't know what is wrong. If it's the system over the past 25 years that administration governing in a particular way to make people just sit and come to them to get things. And people now don't have that drive. They don't have that urge. They don't have that determination. You hearing what, Matt, that have to attract young people, Matt? CO, good time. How is it that we can live in a society whereby to attract people, it has to be for good, it has to be entertainment, good time? That tells me, Matt, we don't have a future. We have a problem. What about you getting yourself engaged in meaningful things, in trade, in academics?
My friend, these young people of Dominica have been spoiled. They won't be attracted to that. That's my point. They will not be attracted to that. It's not my fault.
Right, fine.
I'm telling you.
Okay, but let me tell you, Matt, they are following what happening there because the young people I am engaging with across Dominica, though, I mean, they may not. The other thing is that, Matt, a lot of people, Matt, they will not come in little meetings like we had last night. And right now, look, the people, the grown-ups now, the citizens of Dominica now, they start not to get wear out of that kind of engagement meeting. What they're looking for, Matt, just have a thing, Matt, where it have hype on the street, and you will see the young people. Matt, I'm afraid, I'm scared, Matt, as to what the young people, when they show up, will do, because I will tell you, that's why I'm calling for good sense to prevail, rather than Mr. go inside there trying to do things to please he and his boys, and to feed themselves, and to buy clothes and shoes that costing over $10,000, Matt. That is where the problem going to be. So I am saying, let good sense prevail, my brother, and let us have a smooth transition. Anything other than that, I suspect, is going to be very, very, very scary. So I am saying to all of us, let us put our differences aside and that kind of pride and that kind of trying to point fingers. My brother, we just have to put our hands to the plow and work the soil and get Dominica back on track. Good afternoon, God bless.
The country hard like yam. Somebody said, Matt, I hired a young person who many people recommended and put some $30,000 in his pocket to find out their talent and hire them to do the work. They are talented. We just have to give them something to do that's attractive. Not necessarily money's in the hand, but make it creative. I just made a suggestion there. Get them in a bouillon competition. Clean bouillon.
Blame yourself. It's we that make the country money.
Hello, talk to me. 222, yes. Can't beat them, you have to join them sometimes. Hello, yes? Oh, somebody's on the telephone. I'm sorry we're not connecting with you. Let's see if we can get another telephone call there. 449-3095-96 and 97. Hello, yes. Point is Kerry is organizing free entertainment to keep them out. That's it. That's a technique that he's using, and the young people are buying this. I can't deny your point. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Matt, just quick, I had no intention of calling. I was just going to leave it at that. But Matt, let me tell you something. Matt, you see that marijuana they give them young man to smoke? That is another impediment, another hindrance that is preventing them from concentrating.
I'm even hearing these days, blessings, I'm even hearing ecstasy. The drug, the white people's drug, is being introduced to young people these days. We have a lot of things we have to be very concerned about in Dominica, yes? Very,
I joke that one, Matt.
No, I'm not joking. I can tell you. A lot of...
That's what you're hearing on the ground, Matt.
Of course, the young people getting involved in that last party that was down there in Tropicini?
Yeah, that's where Blackmore asked where they won the weekend.
Yes, I was told a lot of drugs were circulating there in that party. So we have to be very careful with the young people, huh?
I wonder who are the people introducing that to Dominica? Do they want to dumb our young people down even more to turn them into spiritual and physical and economical zombies, Matt, if I may say. But Matt, marijuana should be industrialized, and that's what Linton go overseas and study for him to come in. If UWP come there, when for them to have marijuana processed, Matt, you know the amount of young men that are going to plant marijuana if that is the case, Matt.
A lot of young people are still involved in the planting, but as to where do you bring it?
And can you imagine you have a major agro-processing plant from fish to agricultural produce, Matt? Matt, meat, everything else, your sheep, your goats, everything else you processing. Instead, we buying everything in can that come out overseas. What can we do to engage these young people, Matt, in music, in arts, in culture, in agriculture? Matt, just talk about it. Can we not see what is happening to Dominicans in general, and our young people are quite more vulnerable? They are quite more exposed to the onslaught, that violent attack on the citizens of Dominica. So they understand. No wonder they said, Melissa Poponskari said she have a Navy SEALs and a snipers. But that is outside of the setting of the police force. Who are the Navy SEALs and snipers? Why not the police arrest Melissa and bring her in for investigation? We have a lot of crimes. Matt, do you know, I met a fella last night. He greeted me and he shook my hand and he left. After he go, a fella tell me, you know, the partner Malik killed Skerrit's son, well, the accident and the man died while Skerrit's son Malik was driving. His father that, you know. And the man telling me they don't give him not a penny, he looking to take the matter to court. Matt, is it not rumored that they will they settle with the family?
I heard that, but I can't confirm that. I can't.
No, but I'm just telling you, the partner, they were walking together. The partner stayed behind. He moved forward, and the partner gave me a whole history about that man having gotten a penny, and they exported Malik away from Dominica, and police come in and harass people. So, Matt, if you want to get young people attention, brilliant suggestion, music competition, football, organize certain things on a grand scale. We go in Portsmouth, we go in, how they call it, by the airport up there, Matt. You know, we have some big sporting activities and money is on the line. Not fellas training all 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, fellas training because they want to win that money. We're talking about SEWA, young people attracted to money, young women, sex, you know, illicit, whatever, they don't care, and alcohol, drugs. Matt, you have to meet the people where they are if you want to get to them. Even pigs, not young people I'm referring to, but you have to go and wrestle a pig in the mud and then go tie it and then put your clean clothes, smell sweet, and watch these pigs rot in jail one of these days.
That make the country sick. Feed we that make the country broke.
Somebody suggested, Matt, the way to get the young people involved, the political reform issues, is to infiltrate the school system on all levels, introduce debates on the subject. But the most important thing is that the youth must be involved in putting this in place. Huh? The younger people need to get on board. We must tell them the plan that we have to move the country forward, and the plan must involve them. It is time to get serious. There's a time for everything under the sun. Trust me, the younger folks are feeling the crunch right now. They need a way out. And it's up to the leaders to show them that way. Ecstasy, yes, ecstasy. The road is only going down and lead to destruction. Some parents are very concerned at this time. So when your daughter, your son goes out, just let them know to stay away from this kind of drugs.
Money laundering all over. Money laundering while we suffer. Money laundering for the doctor.
Yes, and somebody's just telling me, man, I get an inside information that they're putting other drugs in the marijuana. They're also doing that in the United States as well. It can kill you. Be very, very careful.
It's we that make the country sick. It's we that make the country broke. Blame yourself. Blame yourself. It's we
Sometimes, you point fingers at them, and we have a few pointing back at us. Listen to them a little more, huh? Don't always talk down to them. Listen to them sometimes.
Please don't throw my key. I'm only saying what the drugs tell me. I tell you, please don't punish me. I tell you, please don't throw my key. I'm only saying what the drugs tell me.
Let's go back to the telephone. Yes, talk to me. Uh-huh.
I'm not going to revise version of the song.
No, I just found it on YouTube. Yam Baba Ule.
Yeah, but it's only more clear to me.
Okay. Maybe you
But
didn't
if
take
I
that.
still have a problem with my landline, the technician just leave my home, man. I don't know what the hell going on.
Okay.
We
Well,
stayed there for over half an hour trying to understand what is going on.
but you're clear right now. You're clear right now.
Madam, on my cell phone, madam, to be talking up my cell phone to call you.
Uh-oh.
My landline, when I call you a while ago, you tell me you cannot hear me. I don't know what the hell going on. Some of them on the other radio station yesterday were so happy that I cannot call the radio from my landline, but I want to make them to know. One is telling them that it's my money that's paid for my phone is not in the Red House. I have to go and sit down for them to come to use their internet. My internet I using and my landline I using, and I paying for it. I am on the Red House, so nobody to go and beg to get anything. So tell them, when my home phone not working, is my problem. It's protected for their own. Well, then let them imagine on another radio station, happy that my phone not working properly.
Oh, wow, you're powerful. You're powerful.
Baba Ule, Baba Ule, Baba Ule, not even tamarind jam. Baba Ule, Baba Ule, Baba Ule, somebody somewhere now. Baba Ule.
Someone is saying, man, I was just also told to inform you that ketamine and Blue Lady, heroin and coke combined,
For Russia,
but also in that party. It's almost every jam. I'm scared for Dominica.
while we suffer.
Police officers, law officers, take note, huh? Some strange drugs are being introduced there in Dominica and the young people.
Laundering for his brother. Money laundering while we suffer. These we that make the country money. These we that make the country sick.
Back to the telephone, yes, hello.
Hey, my partner, Matt, I back. Look me.
Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing?
I good.
Okay.
I hope I get a little time like blessing got a while ago.
Okay. Talk to-
Because I have a few points to make. Matt, in
Talk to
light of the fact that yesterday at the People's Parliament,
Mhm.
that the Right Honorable Randy Rodney, parliamentary representative for Jesus and Judas, passed the matter in the People's Parliament,
Uh-huh.
and that UMAT was the speaker. Why don't you?
I was the speaker where I was not even there at the time.
People's Parliament, you were there.
I was not there at the time. So you tell me where I was, I tell you I wasn't there at the time.
Okay, Matt, why don't Randy Rodney and the crew take the matter, because it has already passed in People's Parliament? Why don't you take it straight to the president, and why to the parliament where Prime Minister Roosevelt carried and the Labour Party? Why? Why you want to go there and cause chaos when you can just take it first to the
Because from what I gather, my friend, I think it just walk into Parliament to deliver and take to the president or take to the president the house of the president at the president's house. I don't think of
But Matt,
why.
Matt, it was passed in the People's Parliament yesterday at the Arch
All right.
by Randy.
So what is wrong with walking to Parliament and
for Judas?
No, hold on. You I mean, come on, let's take our time. Why don't you want the people to walk to Parliament? Why?
Matt, if you have enough business to do in Parliament, why do you want to go to Parliament? To cause mayhem, to cause chaos?
You saying you talking about mayhem and chaos? I'm not aware that they intend to cause mayhem and chaos. Do you have some inside information, my brother?
Didn't you hear my good friend Brian this morning telling the people get ready for whatever has to happen, and don't we have to go to the Parliament?
But from what I gather again, like I heard from Pastor Rodden this morning, let's walk to Parliament. Something wrong with that?
Okay, Matt, on my other point quickly,
All right,
before you cut me off.
No, but you're here. We're talking. Hello, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt, Matt, the UK election, this one I called you about it. Matt, are you aware that persons who worked their life and lived in England, who were residing in England, and wherever they are in the Caribbean, including Dominica, that their ballot came down to meet them to vote, to cast their ballot? Okay, and Matt, are you aware that a UK citizen could have voted or voted with any ID, a driver's license, a social security, any form of ID? The UK, England to be precise, is the head of the Commonwealth, the king and the queen, the head of the Commonwealth. Dominica is a Commonwealth country. Canada is a Commonwealth country. What we're trying to do, Matt, is to disenfranchise something that our great-great-great-grandmother and our grandmother fought for, to vote. To vote, Matt.
No, but do you think it's fair that somebody lives out of Dominica for 20 years, have never returned to Dominica, they come to Dominica, vote for one night, and go back home? Do you think it's fair?
Who does that, Matt? Not every...
So I'm just asking a question. I just use 20 years for an example. Many people who come to Dominica stay a day or two after the election, they're paid, and they go back home. Are you aware of that?
Matt, I'm not aware of that because I don't know anybody who live overseas for 20 years, so you're asking...
No. Forget the word 20. 5, 10, 15. Don't you know of anybody who leaves? Huh?
Okay, listen to me, bro.
Tell me.
Anybody who voted for, like, let's say, 2014, and then 2019 election came. Matt, the people who voted in the 2014 election, it was legitimate that they could have voted in 2019 because it would have been inside 5 years.
Inside 5 years?
Not 5 years, Matt.
So,
yes,
hold on. 2019 and 2020 is how many years? 2014 and 2020?
2014, I said, to 2019, it's 5 years.
So the people came back just for one day and they voted?
Matt, are we even outside of the Constitution?
Nothing wrong. I have no problems with that. I'm telling you about people who vote, who come to Dominica, have stayed out for more than 5 years. That's my only problem. Just have stayed out for more than 5 years and have voted on dead people's name. You're not aware of that. You see, so you're concerned about one set of it. You're not concerned about the other. And you want to have a conversation. Let's have a real conversation when you're ready to give me the real truth, okay? Because I'm not aware. You're saying you're not aware. And many people are aware. They've come home and they vote on dead people's name. You know that, are you? Are you aware that they vote on dead people's name? You know that too?
I am not.
Okay, you're not aware. All right, let's move on.
Money laundering while we suffer. Money laundering.
You have a problem with people walking to Parliament? No, you don't know what's going on in the election?
Money laundering.
You tell me I cut you off? Let's be real, my brother. And let's talk to him on the telephone. Let's go back. Yes?
Matt, you should ask him the question. You in St. Thomas or St. Croix, wherever you are. When you fall sick, can you come down to Dominica and tell them you have a free will to come down to Dominica to get all your medicals done here, man? When them English people work their guts out in England, in England, they can go back to England or get their papers here to go back to vote because the English government still taking care of themselves. They're taking care of them because every year or every 6 months they can go back up there to get all their free medical operations, everything they have to do. America, England doing the same thing. Your government doing that here, sir? Are you wicked people?
Baba Ule, somebody somewhere now. Baba Ule, Baba Ule. I tell you, money laundering.
Everybody's asking now for that song. I made that song very popular this afternoon. It's Burn Brain, Jolly Baba Ule. BABWHOLA, okay? So it's Burn Brain, Jolly Baba Ule on YouTube, okay?
Money laundering for his partner. Money laundering for his brother. Money laundering while we suffer. These we that make the country funny. These we that make the country sick. These we that make the country...
Somebody reminds me, if I remember, the death of the young man who had one Daniel at the party. Don't forget who was his date that night. You see, I can't come to From what I gather, the investigations continue.
Blame yourself. Huh. Please don't punish me. Please don't throw my key. I'm only saying what the drugs tell me. Huh. I tell you, please don't punish me. I tell you, please don't throw my key.
We're going to come back to some phone calls after this, okay?
Matt, I did not want to monopolize your show by going into a whole hour-long description of our economic plans and programs for young people. But I can tell you in brief, our focus is on creating a digital economy that is digital media, digital design, cloud computing, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, all those areas that are in high demand, paying large salaries out there that can allow us to export the brains of our young people rather than their bodies. The second area is to focus on sustainable energy and to use all the natural energy that is in Dominica to capture that and to transform it into useful products which we can export, like hydrogen gas, like hydrogen fuel, like biofuels, like underground cables to deliver energy to the neighboring islands, to do electrolysis, to do data mining using chip energy. All of these things can be trained. We need to train our people as engineers, as technicians, as people who work in those industries to create that. That is exciting, interesting work that young people will respond to. And in the agricultural realm, we want to transform agriculture into an agricultural entrepreneurship where we focus on high-end products and we focus on superfoods and we focus on agro-processing and we focus on agricultural tourism. All of those things have high impact and interest in young people who are looking for new ways to earn a living, interesting ways that give them meaning in their lives. I could stay all day on this.
Well, question, my brother, question. Is this long-term or short-term? Simple question. Is this long-term? Are you looking long-term or short-term? Are we looking for answers like now, like today? I think you had another piece. Let me just find out what you had to say, Mr. Ito.
Matt, it's disturbing, you know. It really is disturbing to see when alternative approaches and conversations on how we can move forward are always treated in the context of being divisive, elitist, and self-interested. As long as we think that way, as long as we see every different idea in that light, we will continue to be stagnant as an opposition. We must be open to ideas. We must be open to discussion and dialogue, and not to resort to insults like saying smart people are elitist or smart people are unwanted, or things like, this is self-interested, this is partisan. It isn't.
Okay, now, I just asked you a question, Mr. Ito. When you have a chance, let me know how realistic these ideas you have presented will become a reality, if they become a reality, because it seems like some long-term ideas. People are looking for some short-term solutions, huh? Mr. Ito, next time you call, let's try to get some short-term solutions right now. Great ideas, but turn to reality is a different approach, huh? On the telephone, hello, talk to me, 449-3095. Hello, yes? Yes?
Good afternoon, Matt Pelkey. Let me just tell you two things.
Yes, tell me.
We're complaining about overseas voters coming to vote.
You're right.
In 2014, under Lennox Lyndon, he was the leader of the United Workers' Party.
Okay.
There is an attorney in Antigua, living. She's married in Antigua. She has a house in Antigua. Her children going to school in Antigua. She practices in Antigua. Her name is Unica Anthony. She did not only come down to vote for the United Workers' Party, but she came down to contest election, which is a right. She came down to contest.
Do you know how many years she stayed out of Dominica?
She has been staying out of Dominica.
I'm asking you, do you know how many years she stayed out of Dominica before she returned?
15 years, many years.
I'm asking you, do you know how many years she stayed out of Dominica before coming back home? Clarence, I'm asking a question. Do you know how many years she stayed out of Dominica before coming back home?
Matt, she is not resident in Dominica. That is what. Whether she, because what you guys are saying is that even if you come down to holiday, you know.
No, we're going within the 5-year rule, and you cannot answer that question because you don't know. That's my point to you. 243, hello, talk to me. Yes, 449-3095-9697. That's what we're contesting, Clarence. Do you know how many years you stayed out of Dominica? I have no problem with you. You come home within 5 years a few times, and you make your name, you're established right there. But to stay out of Dominica more than 5 years and you just think you can come home to vote, I think there's a very serious problem, Clarence. And Unica, if you're listening, somebody might call you and try to. I don't know what Clarence is saying is true, but I'd like you to clarify because Clarence doesn't know.
Minimum wage and they call man late.
Okay, Unica, hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes.
Matt Peltier, my name is Randy Rodney.
Good afternoon to you, sir. How are you doing? Yes.
I'm doing well. You know, let me take Clarence last. Clarence first. People like Clarence are mischievous, and I'll tell you why he's mischievous. They use what he has just done to blind people. Clarence must tell you, what does the current law say? What is the definition of ordinarily resident? Right? What's the definition? In the law, the current law. And Clarence must tell you what the people who are talking about it are saying. But he runs to somebody, picks up something that he don't know anything about, he can't give you the detail for, because that's what these guys do. They paint people with a broad brush, say what they want to say, and trash people without looking at the facts. The presentation says the legal idea is this, that you are ordinarily resident in Dominica because that's where you live, that's where you work, that's what you do, what you have to do. The law also says that if you leave Dominica for studies, if you have a particular job that you went out to do, but that's what brought you out there, the definition of ordinarily resident remains. And I do not know why these guys are trying to make a mock out of other people who have half a brain, right? I mean, that's what the definition is. So they must go back to the regulation, look at the definition, and come back and speak about it. And you ask them the question of how long Unica was out of state when she contested the election, and he's trying to run around the bush for you because he doesn't have the facts. That's one. Two. But one of the things that you need to know, there's an old phrase that says the proof of the pudding is in the eating. When people tell you about things that they think can work, one of the things that you ask them is how much of that have they done? Have they done that in this culture, in this place, and what are the results? It's all right to pontificate and make yourself look smart, and many of us look smart. And I'm not like those who are trying to make this elitist out that because they're smart. No, because they have a degree. No. I just think that sometimes we put things out there that we ourselves will not do, cannot do, or whatever the case is. We cannot do it, we will not do it, but we put things out there as though this is something that we have done in the society, and it works. For me, if you can tell me that all the great things I hear people tell you on the radio can work with young people today, then I will ask the person, how much of that have you done? What is your success rate? We have to face the reality of what we have now. This country, over the last 20 years, has been turned into a quick buck country. And it has been turned into that because we have grown a bunch of young people. Think about it. The Labour Party is in office now since 2000. We are in 2024. So think, Mark, somebody between 5 and 10 years old is now what? 29, 35 years old today.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who's younger than that, it means that they know nothing else but quick buck. I give you something, you go out there, you come back and give him what I want, and that's what. It's like the drug mentality. And when you get into this addictive drug mentality for what the Bible calls the God of Mammon, there's all this technological work and that it doesn't just disappear that way. It doesn't disappear, Matt. It's a long-term process that you now have to take and work at this chip by chip, block by block. And yes, it starts with education, but it starts with educating people on the ground with what they can find and evidence or proof, if you like. And so that's what I would suggest on both of these people who just called you, man.
All right. Pastor Rodney, thank you. We're going to be wrapping it up on the Talk on the Block. That's my theme for the afternoon.
Yeah. Baba Ule. Wow. Baba Ule. Baba Ule. We cannot comfort ya. Baba Ule. Wow. Baba.
What are the alternatives for the younger people? Huh?
Not even Tamarind. Baba Ule. Baba Ule. Wow. Baba Ule. Somebody talk me aloud.
249. Hello, yes?
Matt, let me tell you.
Tell me.
The vast majority of people of Dominican spoke yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
After that massive promotional you did, less than 200 people were at the rally. You can view it everywhere. Less than 200.
So, Clarence, why are you so moved or not moved by the numbers? What is your message there?
Because the Dominican people are not with all you, not with all you. The vast majority of Dominican people, I have been telling you.
I think somebody else told me on the radio you were out on the other side blasting the numbers there. Were you aware that because I came late? I have to admit, Clarence, I came late. But you concentrating on the numbers, not the message. Are you supporting the people for going to Parliament or walking to Parliament, Clarence?
People walking to Parliament.
Yes, are you supporting that move?
The bill will be passed in Parliament, and there will be no disenfranchisement of Dominicans who are duly registered on the voters list.
All right, my brother, give me some nice information there, Clarence. Thank you very much. Sometimes you have to think before you talk, and you know the bill is going to pass. All right, I'll take that as a yes. Okay, so you know that the bill will be passed. All right. What else can I tell you?
Money laundering for his partner.
So the people of Dominica, you heard Mr. Clarence Christian said the bill will be passed no matter what.
Laundering while we suffer. These we have been.
Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
These we have been country sick.
Hello, talk to me, yes?
Matt,
Uh-huh.
what's up?
All right, man.
You see that them man don't want to lose nothing, you know. You see, because the man know what they get in. They don't worry about country, they're concerned about themselves. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something, brother man. A dog fed of heat, fed of fire, because it don't want to go in the heat. It's fed of heat because it don't want to go in the heat because it don't feel like a hot dog. Okay, brother man? So you know what that means.
All right, you know what I mean. 242. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Interested?
Less than a minute, Matt. You know, they had about 3 different activities.
Yes.
And the crowd was massive.
Uh-huh.
Matt, on a Sunday is not a good day to try nothing like that again, eh?
Okay.
Friday, maybe Saturday or some other time in the week, because all the other days we did it, there was some serious, turnout.
Yeah.
And Matt, you can talk to a brick wall from January to December. You will not get a response by somebody stonewalling. You can never get a good response either.
I don't know why Mr. Clarence Christian was so perturbed with the crowd, but I know from what I gather, what I picked up, that they got the message. That's all it was. You're not concerned about the messenger, you're concerned about the message. All right, thank you very much. 449-3095-96 and 97. On the telephone, Baba Ule.
Oh my God, it's patient. Look so much frustration. Oh my God, what are you doing with the nation? Huh?
Hello, talk to me. Based on the response I heard there this morning and last night, the people got the message. Hello, talk to me, yes? Clarence, I hope you joined the people. I don't know. Are you there?
Yes, I'm right there. I can understand him. If we're not going to win, if the people not turning up, why he's so concerned? Why he's so bothered? Because if I know somebody not going to beat him, I'm not going to worry about the person, whatever the person is.
I know. You know your strengths, right? You're right. You're right about that. Giving yourself some high blood pressure there. Leave the people alone. Let the people walk to Parliament if they need to walk to Parliament.
Please don't punish me. Please
253. I want to blow a vessel. Hello, talk to me.
Yes, Matt, that is it. If you know your strength, why bother about the people? That is the same thing the person just said it a while ago. He's so concerned. Ugly.
No, don't call him that. Don't get personal with him like that. Huh? 6 minutes. On the telephone, hello, talk to me. That's my theme song, man. Things are hard like yam, Baba Hule. Talk to me on the telephone. 8 minutes to the above street. Yes, hello.
Hello,
I'm here.
hello, Matt.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Matt. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well.
Okay.
All right, Matt. I hear some people calling and say that the bill must pass, and I hear some people saying that it would be a shame to walk into Parliament so that the bill must pass and they'll cause chaos. But I just want to remind the Dominican people that a couple of years ago, I think in the 70s, where Zaboka and some others went to the Parliament.
Okay.
And the bill did not pass. So I want you to remind my partner from Granby that Zaboka and some others went to the Parliament and that bill did not pass. Shut your mouth bill did not pass. So remind them of that. So you can go to the Parliament and change things around.
It just changed in Kenya.
And
the Kenyan president listened to the people. On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes? Are you there, caller? Caller, are you there? Hello, talk to me, yes?
Yes, like in 1971, Zaboka was on the floor in Parliament in his short pants. And oh my God, I want to know what was. I was right there, standing up on the warehouse of Damasco.
And you'll be there. You'll be there next time around, Blue Blue.
Yes, as long as God give me health, life, and strength. We have different pots then we make different pots. There will no match for us when Zaboka match inside Parliament. Yes, Matt. Who are you like that? 1971. Baba.
We cannot comfort ya.
Hello, talk to me, yes? I'm here.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon
to Jamaica.
Good afternoon to you. I'm having a nice afternoon. Yes, sir? What's that?
A quick call. Matt, sometimes when I hear some people calling and making points on the program, I say Dominica not moving anywhere. Dominica is at a standstill, failing miserably. These people, when you look at their lives, they're not making progress. And you wonder, why are they supporting? It is just to see a pack off. It is just to rub shoulders with the Joneses. I don't know why. However, Matt, I think the crowd was a reasonable crowd. They really messed it up. And like I've always said to UWP supporters, the different groups, collision groups, they need to call on their people. When you come to meetings, it's not a time to go and gallivant all over and also. It's a time to show your numbers. Anybody who has a level of experience will look at the different streets leading to the arch, and they will realize the people are all over the place, all down by KFC down there everywhere. You have a number of people in Rosamond. But I want to advise whoever intends on stopping this government, Matt, that what I believe needs to be done is to have a mini rally somewhere on the West Coast on a Sunday, or somewhere in Cassibus, where Q95 is not heard properly. Have a meeting down there, Matt, a mini rally. Meet the people. Give them the truth about what is happening. Touch on the issues. Touch on the electoral reform.
Because clearly there's nothing you're going to do to stop them guys. They have 3 people in the majority, 3 commissioners, against 2. So we're still waiting, Matt, to look before we report. So you all were supposed to have a meeting today. It went on for a little while. It had to be adjourned. So we continue in Matt. I'm saying to you all, to the people of Dominica, if you want to stop these guys, you have a mini rally somewhere in the East Castibus or somewhere in the West of Salisbury, St. Joseph. You galvanize the support. Bring the issues to the people. Not everybody have time to listen to radio. At the time when Matt in the morning goes on, some people are at work and you cannot have radio on in certain workplaces, Matt. So we need to go on the ground, meet the people, bring the issues to them, show them that the people are trying to rig the elections to ensure that they're going to stay in power so that they can continue to sell passports, thief the state money, and ride it in unity. So what I'm asking for, Matt, is that you meet the people out there on the turf, not just telling them to come into Roseau. So when you meet them down there, you can plan a date, maybe on a Friday afternoon, to meet in Roseau. And that will bring serious success, Matt. That is my contribution.
All right, thank you. Something for the organizers to think about, huh?
Money laundering for the doctor. Money laundering for his partner. Money laundering for his brother. Money laundering while we suffer. This week at
3 o'clock, huh? Hello, yes?
Matt.
I'm here.
Matt.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Can you hear me? Okay. Matt, did I just heard Randy Rodney strike out persons like Thompson Fountain to be able to vote in Dominica?
No. You didn't strike out. You see, you I don't think you were listening. I said within the 5-year limit, if you're back in Dominica, nothing wrong in voting.
But Matt, you said you have to be living and working in Dominica residency.
I don't think I understood it by that. But anyway,
Well, let him. Well, go back and play the clipping. You have it. Let him play back.
He'll call back. I'm sure he'll call back and play himself. I'm not too sure that's what he meant, though.
I tell you, please don't punish me. I tell you, please don't provide me. I'm only saying.
From what I know, you have to be you have to have visited Dominica within the 5-year period. Just allow the electoral reform to be a fair playing field. What is all this huffing and puffing about? Huh? Conduct the election on a fair playing field. And who's the best team? Who's the best team? They'll win. So if you're so convinced that Labour Party is the best team, let's play on a level playing field, and whoever wins. I don't know why this huffing and puffing about.
And Asia, look at it in India, Muslim and Russian.
If the Labour Party has to win again, let them win, but let's play on a level playing field.
Oh my God, what are you doing with the nations? It's we that make the country funny.
All right, Dominica, we're coming up next with Flow.
It's we that make the country broke. Blame yourself. It's we that make the country funny.
We'll be doing something special for the persons in the Carriacou,
we that make the country broke.
Grenada, Union Island, St. Vincent tomorrow morning. Joining one social group tomorrow morning. So reach out and touch somebody, okay? Again, we're taking the lead to have our people in the region. Whether you're labor rights or workers or freedomites, try to give a little as you can. Some moves have been made in other regional countries. Let's not be left out, huh? Put the politics aside. Let's help the people of our region. Carriacou, Union Island, Bidit Martinique. That's tomorrow right here on Q in the morning. Somewhere about 9:30.
What did drugs tell me?
Hello, talk to me. Yes, our final call.
Good afternoon. The problem in the country is we are having too